Based on the trailer for HBO's upcoming series The Idol, viewers are going to be in for a wild ride. The show is created by the man behind hit series Euphoria, Sam Levinson, as well as Abel Tesfaye or The Weeknd. Since The Idol was announced last year, it has undergone some big changes, one of which was replacing actress Suzanna Son in the show with Debby Ryan. While we're all excited to see Debby on this juicy series alongside the rest of the cast, Debby has been in showbiz since she was just a child. You might remember her from The Suite Life on Deck, the Netflix show Insatiable, or maybe even from Barney and Friends. But there's definitely more to Debby Ryan than what we've seen on TV, so if you want to learn more about her early life and rise to fame, then stay tuned because we'll get into all of that and more here for you on Famous Life. Deborah Ann Ryan was born on May 13, 1993 in Huntsville, Alabama, to parents father Chris Ryan and her mother Sandy Pop Ryan, and she also has a brother, Chase Ryan. Her father, Chris, was a civilian consultant to the U.S. military, so while Debbie was growing up, she moved around to multiple places in Europe. Considering she lived in Germany up until she was 10 years old, she can speak both English and German. Debbie started performing when she was only 7 on an American base in Germany where she was living. In 2003, Debbie and her family would return to the U.S., where she was then raised in Texas, and she also went to school. In a 2009 interview, Debbie said that she was a nerd while she was in school and also admitted that she was bullied due to being a mascot as well as a member of the chess club. Debbie reportedly attended a private school for most of her life, and it's also said her mother, Sandy, would write and direct several of the school's productions. She was also raised in a Christian household and performed in church musicals throughout her childhood. When Debbie had been asked whether or not she always knew she would be in showbiz, she explained, "I think I always knew I'd be an entertainer. When I was performing, I truly felt comfortable, but I didn't think that acting was an actual career that people could do with their lives and then pay bills. I thought I'd have to fit it in as a hobby after shifts in the ER. I was going to be a surgeon." But apparently there were things that Debbie needed to overcome before she truly believed she would have a career in the industry. When she was young, she apparently was full of anxiety and had a minor speech impediment, which of course was corrected. Her mom's involvement in directing school plays was actually what made her want to act in the first place, and it helped Debbie to come out of her shell. She said about her first performances, "When I started engaging in it, I realized that it was the freest I felt, just hiding in plain sight." By the time they were back living in Texas, Debbie knew she loved the craft, but only took it seriously once her mom Sandy was supporting her. Debbie continued, "She heard me praying one night and I was just like, please let me do this. I really want to act to God." And then her mom knew that her passion was legitimate. Before landing any serious gigs, Debbie also danced at Six Flags amusement park in different malls as a kid to work on her performing. Then after starring in a Hasbro commercial, Debbie made her official acting debut in the same way Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato did, on the popular kids show Barney and Friends in 2006. Debbie's first film role was in 2007 as a guest character in the movie Barney, Let's Go to the Firehouse. She played the role of a teenager. Then came the Disney Channel. Debbie, like many other young talents, got the call to star in the Disney Channel original series The Suite Life on Deck when she was 15 years old, alongside twin actors Dylan and Cole Sprouse, and the rest was history. The show is a spin-off to the other hit Disney show, The Suite Life of Zack and Cody, and it aired in 2008, becoming the most watched series premiere in Canada on the Family Channel. Debbie's character, Bailey Pickett, is a very intelligent girl who boarded the ship to leave the fictional town of Kettlecorn, Kansas, because she disliked the fact that the town was so small. The show was so successful, being 2008's #1 scripted TV series for teens, beating out Hannah Montana and Wizards of Waverly Place in the ratings. And it held its spot in 2009 too. Debbie's role in the show would pave the way for her later fronting her own Disney series, Jessie. In 2009, Debbie starred in the independent feature film What If?, and it was produced by Pureflix Entertainment, centered on a Christian family. In 2010, she would also star in the young adult movie 16 Wishes, a film which introduced Debby to a new audience, like contemporary adults, because the movie actually received high viewership with that crowd. Then came the Sweet Life movie, which Debby starred in alongside the Sprouse twins, as it was based on the series they were all in. When she's not acting, Debby also plays a handful of instruments, including guitar, piano, and keyboard, and she released a promotional single titled Made of Matches, which became the theme for the TV show R.L. Stine's The Haunting Hour. Shortly after, in 2011, Debby released her debut solo single titled We Ended Right. By 2011, The Sweet Life on Deck had also wrapped up, and it was time for new endeavors for Debby. The same year, it was announced that she landed her own Disney Channel series, Jessie, that came out in September 2011. The series is about a girl who moves from Texas to New York City to be a star but becomes a nanny instead. And it's a show which Debby helped bring to life and further related her character Jessie to herself in reality. She even directed the episode Coffee Talk, which made Debby the youngest female to ever direct a Disney Channel production. Around the same time, Debby would take on a guest role in an episode of Private Practice, playing a recovering drug addict, which was a more mature character for her. In 2012, she was in another Disney film, Radio Rebel, as well as did some voice work around that time. And then in 2013, she starred in the movie Kristen's Christmas Past. While she was acting at the time, Debby also was working on her music and founded the indie band The Never Ending alongside guitarist Kyle Moore and drummer Johnny Franco. They would release their debut single Mulholland Drive in June 2012 and then release their debut EP the same month. Once Debby's series Jessie wrapped up in 2015, the actress decided to step out of the spotlight temporarily to focus on some personal projects. She explained, "It was a conscious choice for me to duck away and not do a lot of public-facing things while I created a body of work after Jessie that I was really proud of." And Debby has also thanked her support system throughout her years in showbiz. She had said, "I have incredible parents. They always told me at any point, if you want to be done, we'll move back to Texas and we will figure it out." But it seems that never needed to happen, since Debby continued working in Hollywood after a short break. She also credits friends along the way, like her Sweet Life co-stars Dylan and Cole. She said, "By the time I met them, they were really grounded. They were like the last generation of people who are not famous to be famous. They were just doing what they loved and then going home." In 2016, Debby returned, being cast in the NBC police show The Mysteries of Laura in Season 2, and at the same time, she joined the comedy series Sing It, which debuted on YouTube Red. In 2017, Debby landed a lead role in a somewhat provocative Netflix show, Insatiable, that Netflix picked up after the CW passed on it. Her role as Patty on Insatiable marked a new chapter in her acting career, a more sinister and deep character than people were used to seeing her play. Insatiable followed a girl who was formerly overweight and, after having her mouth wired shut after an accident, loses 70 pounds and transformed into the stereotypical hot girl, also becoming a pageant queen on a revenge quest for those who have wronged her. At first, Debby wasn't sold on the show. She said, "I swore off TV. I was like, I'm only gonna do movies." But after Debby went to auditions for films with boring characters that disappointed her, and hearing how much industry friends were digging the Insatiable script, she took a chance on playing Patty. The first season premiered in August 2018, and while it was a hit, there was a lot of controversy based on the subjects the outlandish drama focused on. Unfortunately, Insatiable was canceled in 2020 after 2 seasons. In 2020, Debby starred in the drama movie on Netflix Horse Girl alongside Alison Brie, as well as the Netflix thriller movie Night Teeth, which was all about vampires. Of course, now we can all get excited to see Debby in the upcoming HBO drama series The Idol, which is bound to be a hit. In 2022, it was confirmed that Ryan replaced Suzanna Son in the show and will appear alongside Lily Rose Depp, The Weeknd, Troye Sivan, Jenny Kim, and other stars on the show. In an interview a while back, when talking about her plans for the future, Debby was hoping to land more roles as multifaceted characters, which hopefully her character on The Idol will be. She said, I like strong girls, obviously. I like girls with a little bit of fire in them just because I have a fire in me, and I'm not a good enough actor to pretend that I don't. I want to see and play a girl that is a lot of things at one time. Some of those things being conflicting things, some of those things can be opposite things, and both can be true. When the first trailer for The Idol came out, we can already see it's shaping up to be both a hit show and a wild ride. The upcoming HBO series was created by Sam Levinson, the man behind Euphoria, as well as Abel the Weeknd Tesfaye, and if it's anything like Euphoria, you already know it'll be crazy. The Idol was first announced in 2021, but went through some big changes since then before its premiere, including the original director Amy Seimetz leaving because of creative differences and Suzanna Son getting replaced by Debby herself. The 6-episode show was then reshot with the updated cast and crew and will reportedly debut soon. When Debby isn't busy working on her project, she's been married to 21 Pilots drummer Josh Dun since 2019. Well, we're definitely super excited to see Debby Ryan in The Idol, and hopefully this will also mark more upcoming work and appearances by the actress in deeper roles, because she was amazing as Patty in Insatiable too. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to Famous Life and leave a comment for who you'd like us to feature next.